I tell you why Superman would not last in 2025, yeah. Superman, the Man of Steel, the ultimate Sigma, would not last in today's day and age. You know why? Just simply because he would not be accepted at all. You know why? Because my dude is an alien, brother. And I'm pretty sure they would find some weird propaganda against Superman just to hate him, innit? So, imagine this, yeah? Superman, also known as Clark Kent, yeah? First of all, like, is an alien. Like, this guy would trend on Twitter or X immediately. Bro, the first tweet would be like, oh, not my superhero, or how do we know it's not a threat, or where is my guy's documents? And I mean, just, people will just comment like the most outlandish stuff, man. And like politicians on TV would be like, oh yeah, like we're not saying is a menace, but is out there throwing tanks and that, and it might be a danger to our national security and blah 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 type of nonsense in it. Like they'll probably want to regulate the man by having some weird laws and that. Just imagine, yeah, Superman trying to live a normal life. Obviously, we know it works at a Daily Planet in his like canon things, but nah, nowadays, man, this dude would struggle, especially with this economy. This guy would like to try to apply for a job role, and then I don't know, because I live in the UK. Like, let's say they would like in the UK they ask for your right to work if you're a foreigner. Like, bro, can you imagine? Can you imagine the answer Superman would give? Like, oh, I came from the sky. Like, yeah, I mean, they would tell him, yeah, that's not valid. You can't work, man. Sorry, even though you're like, you know, a super powerful alien that can kick my, you still can't work with us. And I'm saying, but like, and and everywhere this guy would go, yeah, this guy would just be seen as a menace. Like, you try to go to airport. I know it doesn't need to take planes, but let's say it does, yeah. My security would go crazy, man, on this guy. I don't know, man. They would just like profile him and take him to the back room and do cavity searches and that. Like those random checks they do, yeah. Especially this guy being an unknown alien, man. They would just, man, they would just hate the dude for no reason, innit? Obviously, dating, brother, my guy. This guy can plow through like trains and planes, and he can fly from here to the end of the galaxy in like 5 seconds or so. So, brother, his dating scene would just be difficult, innit? Cause yeah, man, like no one could take him. Like, pause. Like I don't want to talk too much about it, innit? But no one could, no one can take him, innit? Like,
Pause!
Another thing, like let's say this guy would also have problems with every country's government, and obviously some people would accept him, but the countries that would not accept him. I'm not gonna name them, but you know, like this guy would just go to a friendly meeting in some country and just never return. Or some country would just weaponize him. Like they would find his weakness and just weaponize him to attack whatever, man. I feel bad for Superman now, man. Like this guy would just be hated or used. To be fair, man. Uh, I'll say the real reason he wouldn't fit in is like Superman is powerful, yeah, is noble, is inspiring. But in 2025, man, like there's political groups act kind of like a cult. I'm not gonna say who they are. I think you guys know what I mean. Uh, yeah, there's a political group that, no, not political group, but there's people that would just push their political views onto Superman. And I don't think like you would like that, and no, I think you would have an issue with them. And also, as I said before, like it's noble, it helps everybody. Imagine, imagine people are just fleeing from war. Superman tries to save them by taking them to a safe country. Can you imagine how that would go? Brother, in Europe, man, forget about it, bro. They would send Superman back home with all the hatred and racism, bro. In America, man, you know how it is in America, innit? Man, they would probably call ice on the guy, fam. You know, oh, like this guy would, this guy would just be a victim of indoctrinated people's nonsense, isn't it? That's all I can say, man. But yeah, like obviously, like no physical harm would be done to a Superman, but mentally, this guy would be like, bruh, this place is just not the trouble, innit? Because yeah, obviously all the issues we're facing as human beings, yeah, you know how it is. I don't know where you live, but I know for a fact all the problems caused upon you, they focus your attention on a certain group of people, if you know what I mean. With Superman, brother, they would focus your let's say your problems all to Superman, like the fact that you can't pay rent, bills being high. Now saying like you're not being able to make ends meet. Obviously nowadays they just push our narrative to like some people that it's their fault that you don't have this, you don't have that. Imagine with Superman present, they would probably, brother, they would indoctrinate a lot of people to hate him for problems caused by, you know, and you know what? I don't want to go there, but yeah, Superman would just be a scapegoat. Cause think about this: what's there to save me? Me? If I was Superman, brother, if I saw, and if I came in here, I would think, well, that there's nothing worth saving. To be fair, man. Cause what's there to be scared about Superman? What are we doing to ourselves here that Superman like will make it worse, man? Like what are we doing to ourselves here that Superman can make it worse? Nothing, man. Nothing. There's like it cannot make our problems any worse, innit? But I think they'll push that narrative against him, innit? Uh, yeah, man. Honestly, that's my opinion. So basically, the main point is this guy would be hated because he's an alien, and you know how it is just nowadays. They just hate anyone different, innit? And you would like just deal with a lot of nonsense, man. Honestly, like, Superman is just, yeah, man. I'll just feel bad, innit? I'll just feel bad for Clark Kent, man. The GOAT, my glorious king. Yeah, Anyways, guys, if you agree, like and subscribe, brother. That's just my opinion on Superman.